And with all this talk about Jeremy Renner and the snowplow incident, it made me think about one that happened last week here, right by High Point. You guys know High Point's huge in the furniture industry. There's actually in Thomasville, there's a lot of the furniture manufacturers. Well, in High Point, there's this one company, and they just specialize completely in upholstery. And this one guy, he fell into one of the upholstery machines, and it was rough. But I heard he's fully recovered. Happy 2020,
man! We still got it. We still got it.
Footage.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
I was about to say I don't got it. I was clueless.
In upholstery machine.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Recovered.
Recovered. Ooh. You know, I was expecting, when you're talking about High Point, I was expecting there to be like a low point punchline, but had to do that myself.
Well, what's a low point for you is mid-range for me.
What?
That punchline? That punchline fell a little short.
Well, I mean, when you self-reflect, I mean,
Can a vampire self-reflect?
maybe if they sparkle.
God damn that, Nick! By the way, have you seen that Renfeld trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer, but I saw the still. I saw it right before I started doing the notes for tonight, so I'm like, well, you know.
I want to see this movie. I want to see this movie.
I still need to see what was it, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Like I've been meaning to watch that.
I deal with that every day.
So,
but you know what else though? It's Thursday.
We're live. We're here. It's our first show of the new year. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. I didn't mean to have a Susian opening. I'm sorry in advance. But hey, it's the first figure action of the new year, and
new here. Mariano's new here.
Yeah. Hey, you keep watching, you'll keep groaning. And
my porn career.
So yeah, hey, there you go. Ron Jeremy left an opening.
So did OJ.
Oh,
too soon. Too soon.
Man, that one didn't cut it.
And we went from 20 viewers to 10, folks.
T is not on camera. He's having the I'm Not Laughing Olympics. So, hey, to re-rail. When was the last time we had the re-rail Dave ticker across the bottom? First show of the new year. If you're watching us here live, thank you very much. We love our audience. We've already got a bunch of cool folks hanging out with us in the chat tonight. So if you're watching us here live, you got no excuses. Pop over there. We'll highlight your comments throughout the course of the show. We'll chat with you. We will be interacting with you, for lack of better terms, throughout the night. So drop some comments and join in on the fun, because we're going to be talking about our 2023 collector resolutions. If you got them, put them in the chat when we start talking about it, because I want to know yours. We'll be highlighting those. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. Also, go down in our description. We've got our link to the Teespring store. We've got some of the best priced podcasting merch out there. You're going to look good. You're going to help our show out. I always say, like, I always have to make excuses for myself. I get busy. I have 2 designs. I need to finalize them and get them up there. We got a giveaway coming, and I've got 2 figures I'll be tossing in with those shirts. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you have that notification bell rung, because that's going to be its own video. It's not going to be a live giveaway. I guess without further ado, we can get into how the hell everybody's doing. We've got some castmates that are running late tonight, but we'll get into it, find out how your new year was. Starting off with Dave. Trustarscreamer, how the hell are you? Did you get anything cool?
I'm doing well. Year's starting off fine. Life is good. I said, I'm just trying to make sure to go with a positive attitude. You know, like I said, 2023 is going to be my year, baby. To paraphrase Adam Cole. I'm working right now on updating a lot of things with my review channel, including I've been crash coursing on a new editing software, so I'm trying to update my production value. Hopefully I'm shopping around for a new camera here to try to get some better resolution, because I know you guys can see the gray in my beard. I want you to actually see every individual hair in it. I want to be cool like the pros, so I got myself a little turntable. But I'm actually if things go right, I'm going to build like a little veneer tray to go on top of it using foam to make it, one, a little wider, and two, just to make it look a little fancier. As far as toys go, moderate on that right now. If you are on my channel, because I know you guys are all fans from my review channel, you will know that I reviewed Action Force Trigger. This is a very solid figure. And I'm currently working on re-editing, because this figure was so nice, I had to shoot the review twice. The Garrison Cavalry. This is an spoiler. I absolutely love this figure.
He's done too much gushing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm gushing. I can gush. Wait, the guys in the chat know I've been talking about it. I cannot stop messing with this. Because I'm weak, I did also order another 2-pack of Ninjas because the price went down to like $35.
That's a steal of a deal.
So I now have, which I feel good with, because I now got 3 sets of these. So I got 3 female ninjas, 3 male ninjas. I can put like the animal masks on 2 of them to make them like the field commanders. And you know how they've got oh, thanks, man. Thank you. You know how they got those you can de-bigging me now.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they got those female Cobra Troopers coming out?
Yeah.
Now, this is not a punchline or anything.
Is it not?
It's not. I actually got 2 Baronesses because I bought 2 of the coil sets. Or this can also be, keep this in mind, if you bought a coil set and you still want to buy the retrograde Baroness, it hit me, if the heads are compatible, you could actually pop one of those Baroness's heads and put it on the female guard in gold, and she'll look like a high command field officer.
Yeah, and it would give you something to do with those spearheads other than put biker helmets on them.
Put the biker helmet on the other one. But I'm just saying that we can kind of diversify the collection. I think it'll look real.
That's a good idea.
Speculating on that one, and now I might have to buy a 3rd set with the Baroness on one, and 2 high officers as their bodyguards.
If Walmart starts clearancing out those retro cardback Baronesses, or if you get the movie Baroness.
I've already got those movie Baronesses, and I'm using them as like a Charlie's Angels assassin squad. I'm going to be customizing their hairs and repainting their chokers, each one a different color to be a different character.
Nice. Right.
So, but that's me.
Awesome. And real quick, Mariano, I did get your email. You are very welcome. I hope you enjoyed that Viper, and I'm going to forward the other one over to Mike so he can check out those photos. All right. Next up, you know him. You love him. Hopefully you clicked on his newest show review from today. Mr. T-Man. T-Man 970.
Hello, everybody.
Well, how are you? How's your new year going?
My new year is starting off horrible, but I don't want to depress everybody. I'm on my
a red figure. That's depressing enough.
Yeah. This isn't the depressing part, but I'm on my second post nasal drip, sore throat, cough fest. But I got Shockwave, and I like him. He's probably the best one that I've messed with so far. I don't know if I showed this off on him. On here. I forgot what the thing is called. It's not Demon Spawn.
Was it Nightmare Spawn?
Nightmare Spawn, yeah. I have opinions on it, and I did a review. Watch it.
I watched it. They're very good opinions. They're very solid opinions.
And I got this for Christmas. This is Pip from the Tiny Head Kingdom. I never heard of this in my life. My daughter just randomly gave this to me.
And now he can live next to sad Amazon Garfield.
Yeah. And it's like so soft. I could imagine if I was on X or something, I would just be like, ooh.
You've never handled a Squishmallow, have you?
No.
My daughter's loves them, and if you think that's soft, yeah, handle one of those.
It's like velvet. But I got Trailbreaker, as Jordan alluded to earlier. And he is cool. And I have some opinions on him. And I put them on YouTube today. So watch that. And hopefully I won't be having a coughing fit because I took some cough syrup right before this. But how are you doing, Jordan?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. So, you know, I had my extended vacation. I had a lot of time off work. Enjoyed the holidays. Really had fun on New Year's. We had the family over. It was our first time hosting New Year's Eve. So it was a bit hectic because we had to decorate the whole house, and there was a lot of cleaning, a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning after. You know, I'm looking forward to 2023. I'm refreshed. Things are going great at work. I'm hopefully starting a new position soon. It's a lateral move, but I'm looking forward to it because I'll be back and doing technical things again. So really reinvigorates my excitement to get up and work every day. Not that I hate getting up and going to work, but you know, hey, I'm excited to do something I'm passionate about. Yeah, I saw Effortless Random dropped a comment in here about how Target's delaying his Python Patrol, Viper, and Bat. They're all over the place on the East Coast, so hit me up if you need some help getting those. But going into what I got this week, we'll start off with some of the NECA stuff. I got the Archie Comics Slash, and it was funny because T randomly found one in Target, and I was like, that's cool. I hope I see him because I hate the design of cartoon Slash. I always have. I always like the toy Slash. And the thing I love about the Archie Comics one is it's like right in between the toy and what you would expect him to actually look like. I love the Konami. They did. I think this probably is the Konami one. I'm seeing something to do a comparison, but I always hated how NECA does like the pixel art on figures. I just do not think it works. I think that in package they look good, but outside of that they're like eh. So found him at Target, picked him up, very happy. And then let's see.
Wait, so do all three versions have a different body, or they have the same body, just different paint?
Probably different paint.
Yeah, I'd have to check and see if this is the same body as the cartoon one. It's definitely
NECA. It's the same. It's just the paint.
Baxter's different. Like for that video game Baxter, that's a completely different body. For the Fly Baxter.
If you saw, by the way, Jedi, if you saw a NECA figure at FYE, that thing was probably like $60. I swear they go to Target, buy them at a Target, and just put and mark them up another 20%.
I would not be shocked. And then on that, I finally picked up Renee. I have not opened her yet, but I was like, I'm looking for Casey, and looking for Casey. Is like, she does, and she's got a soft goods cape. So, yeah, I have the Fugitoid already, and yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely want that Casey when he comes around.
Did you feel ripped off with the Fugitoid?
I think I actually had, when I got him over the summer. I think I had like one of those Target deals where they like send you something in the mail, and I would think it was like a percentage off coupon. So I feel like because he's basically a Bendham, I would have felt ripped off had I got him like without the coupon. So Slash, I definitely don't feel ripped off. Slash is good. So if you want a Slash that, you know, looks as you remember him, not how he He was on the cartoon. That's a good option for you. The arcade says, I think 2023 will be the year I buy less toys and travel more, find something really cool, grab it. Go to Universal Studios Hollywood. Hope there is some Rise of the Beast stuff. I bet there will be. I bet there'll be an exclusive at some point there.
That's
But
the only way you'll find RC.
Perhaps.
Find out who's doing the voice of RC. It's Liza Koshy, who I have to say did a very good job at New Year's this year.
Got myself the MMC Navigant, and this would have been a strong contender had I got him before our last show of the year. I don't think he would have made my top 5 total, but definitely a really good third-party effort. And this is a figure. There's a little theme here. I transformed this guy with the exception of one step without instructions. It's the hands. The hands threw me off. Like, you actually have to have the hands open when you transform him, and then there's a panel that goes in between the palm and the thumb. But this is a really cool, really intuitive figure, and the posability is awesome. My only knock is I really wish MMC would get away from doing these skirt pieces. I wish they would adopt like what Takara Tomi's doing and what some of the other third parties are doing. And lastly, much like T-Man, I got myself we'll take off his effects piece here. I got Masterpiece Trailbreaker, and this figure I transformed him without instructions. So we were talking about it before the show, and T says he kind of reminds him a little bit of a alternator in a sense. He's got some, from the side, he's got a little gappage. He is not as solid as the fans' toys, but the posability is there. He feels pretty good, to be honest. And nothing on him feels like he's going to break. It looks like they're using some sort of clear coat on the paint. I don't think anything on here is going to chip. This is good. I really like this. And if you don't have a Trailbreaker yet, I would say this is probably the one to get. Take advantage of Amazon Japan and the really low exchange rates, because I think I paid for him what he's worth. But yeah, I do really like this figure a lot. So I recommend him if you need a Trailbreaker, if you collect official MPs. I think he's good. If you have the fans toys already, I don't think you need him. But I'm a completionist for official Takara Tomy stuff. And also, I love this Toyota truck. When I grew up, two of my uncles had this exact Toyota model, and really, really enjoy having that in toy form. So he will probably be in truck mode with my MP10 and my whatever the first official Masterpiece Bumblebee was. So I have a little bit of a car roundup of my Autobots. But that's it for me. I think Matt will be in a little bit late. We'll see what he's got, how he's doing when he shows up. But we'll get into some news. We're going to dust off probably one of Dave's, if not Dave's, favorite segment that we, unfortunately, like at the end of the year, they just kind of dropped off.
It's first quarter. So it's the beginning of the first quarter. So they got...
Yeah. So now
I don't think there will be more Beast Wars characters in that movie. It's just going to be what they showed us.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. It could be background characters.
Rat Trap.
But we're going to get into
This Week in Repaints.
This is one of the worst repaints I think I've ever seen. Official repaints, at least. So, Legacy Evolution Crosscut.
Christmas edition.
I like the Generations one a lot better.
I mean, the Generations one is IDW, so it's got that.
It's got the wrist guns. It's got
Barely any shoulder articulation.
It's got proper tires and rims. I mean, this is good. I mean, the face sculpt here it's what you'd expect. I mean, they did a pre-tool with what was it? Burnout was her name?
Yeah.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Diaclone burnout.
But just look, I understand how the molding process works and they gang mold things, but this is. You mean to tell me that this is the best they could do?
I think the weapons look horrible.
The weapons look terrible. The red tires, even worse. This.
Oh god, hard pass. I mean,
I think the problem is the whole vehicle mode is painted, so that the budget for the tires went out the window.
Well, I mean, they could have just molded it in black plastic. They could have done so. The thing about Crosscut is, and we'll pull up so Crosscut wasn't in G1. He was an e-hobby character, and this may end up pulling up pictures of the masterpiece. Let's see here.
I still don't have the masterpiece.
Masterpiece is great.
I forgot it was released.
And I mean, again, this figure is selling for $25. So, yeah, the masterpiece kind of goes for like 70, 60 on sale. So,
is it a Target exclusive?
What's that? This guy?
The Generations one.
The Generations.
I mean, this one right here.
This is just part of the main line. This isn't an exclusive to anything. This is going to be everywhere. So,
and warming pegs left and right.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's cool they gave him the red hands. I mean, that could have been painted. They could have done a lot of this in black. There's a lot of people that, if you read the boards, they want to buy this just to give Skids red hands, which is kind of funny to me. But golly, they couldn't have given him proper tires. I mean, that's. I mean, this is a hard pass. It's going to be on clearance if anybody's curious about it. I cannot see this guy actually selling. Plus, he's not even accurate. For whatever reason, they gave him the line work that Skids has. So it's like, why did they like? Yeah, this whole vehicle mode's painted, but like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
You know,
paint the tires.
I'm sure there's Toy Hacks is like, dude behind the tree clasping his hands right now at this one, but yeah.
Let's move on to the next. This is an ugly thing. This isn't. I'm gonna make a new tag for this for moments just like this. But this is an ugly figure.
Ain't got no alibi. Next up, we got a figure that looks good, but it's also kind of a weird one because so this is the core class Thundercracker. We all knew this was happening. I think this is a good-looking little Thundercracker, to be honest. What do you notice that he has that Skywarp doesn't?
I didn't buy Skywarp.
Capability.
So yeah, Skywarp came with that tuning fork weapon that looked like a couple hot dogs. This one's got chip nose paint. Now again, they're cheating here. So somebody ordered from our boy Larkin right there, or they spray painted. But yeah, I mean. This is a good looking set, but your Skywarp is going to be lack. Now, I'm willing to bet they'll probably, since they've given up on that weapon gimmick, they'll probably re-release Skywarp at some point with proper arm cannons
during the evolution.
Now, there's the next Titan is rumored to be the Nemesis, which this the Decepticon ship. So. I feel like people will be able to get a good display with these core class figures. I mean, they're rounding out the cast pretty well.
I'm gonna skip them.
I'm in for him. He's $10. I just,
Okay, cool. Next.
Hate what they're gonna do with Skywarp, but Think he looks good. All right, next up we got, and these are potential toilers, but these are some Rise of the Beast leaks. So first up, we get a really bad look at a possible leader Scourge.
Looks like he's got a sword.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what's going on this one. We'll jump to the boards here so I can actually zoom in. But yeah, you can see his head. I don't think this is anywhere near transformed properly. I don't think this is complete. It's hard to tell what's going on with these hands here, and he doesn't look very Optimus Prime. This looks more like what the Fallen should have been, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think Scourge. The way they're pulling Scourge. No, he's not Optimus Prime, but you got to remember, Scourge in Robots in Disguise.
He just scanned his form. He wasn't the same character, and he
right. But an Optimus Prime was a fire truck, so they weren't clones of each other. So this is
right.
And I'm liking that they're doing Scourge, especially give him a sword. But I would have also accepted him as Motormaster.
Yeah, I agree. Motormaster would have been probably a cool name. It sucks that the Fallen was already taken because boy, oh boy, did they botch it.
At the same time, I would not you know how they're trying to kind of update Transformers and things like that. I would not mind Scourge becoming the new primary antagonist in general in Transformers lore.
Yeah.
I see someone agrees with me. I heard that laughter.
Larkin, yeah, I think this is missing parts. I think whoever was smuggling out for Prime versus Prime fell down the stairs.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna say we'll see him on Prime versus Prime next week.
I'll be curious to see the completed one. I think he's missing parts, so it looks like there's some interesting detail work going on here. Next up, we get a better look at a figure that we know is in the movie. Again, this is less of a toiler. You've seen his. Well, actually, it is a toiler because his robot mode is revealed here. So next up is Cheetor, and this one looks interesting. So this is a deluxe class from what I can tell. The face sculpt's very interesting because it looks like that old Generations Cheetor. And actually, to be honest, this looks more like a more realized version of what they were going for in that old Universe Generations Cheetor.
Yeah, this looks like the figure we should have gotten for Beast Kingdom or whatever.
It looks exactly like that figure.
It's got some differences. The legs are a little different.
Let me pull up Universe Cheetor just to refresh your memory.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
You can look up. That's good.
Oh, you're talking about Universe Cheetor? Universe Cheetor was
Universe Cheetor
got
was.
Off.
But I mean, I'm talking about like the face, the proportions, other than whatever. God help his legs. But like the upper body, like what they were going with for that.
I think they mostly wanted to make a good-looking cheetah.
And I think we'll get over to, and I love the fact he comes with the gut gun. I mean, the tail whip is kind of...
If it actually looks like this in the movie, that would be awesome, because that's super close.
And I like the chopper going on here. I think that's a neat touch. But yeah, the beast mode looks a lot like the Kingdom one.
A ton.
There he is with Urkelbot.
They kind of also look like Beast Machines, because that Primal definitely looks like Beast Machine Primal.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because it tells you they're robots, and then also you can get away with kibble in both modes.
Actually, that Air Razor, you're talking about Beast Machines, that Air Razor looks like what they should have done for Beast Machine Silverbolt.
I think that is Silverbolt. Because
that's Air Razor.
No, they've said that there's Air Razor and Silverbolt, and they're both birds.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that.
It's a little weird. And we get him with the Kingdom Cheetor. So
Silverbolt's supposed to hook up Black Arachnia. Dang it! That's how
I
my
mean-
fanfic's supposed to go.
at the same time, like Silverbolt became a Condor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that they
Of course,
have the
by then
comparisons.
Airazor was dead. That
Yeah.
I mean, this comparison is really well done. But yeah, I mean, like the legs, there's definitely the difference how the paws are done.
Mhm.
I'm actually not a fan with. I like the legs the way the legs were done better on the Kingdom one, and I also like the fact that the colors match. Those browns are just random for no real reason.
It's more like a bronze to me.
Yeah, but still.
I don't think that's the final figure because in the movie, the whole body was kind of bronze.
This looks pretty final to me. You know, and the other thing too is, the other thing too is that you know, a lot of times when they do a new movie, everything's based off of the concept art. So a lot of this may be,
God, that scale is horrible.
yeah, but movie they're
They're like
giant.
Dinobots almost.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if you want to talk bad scale, Battle Trap yeah,
None of it's gonna make sense.
yeah.
Well, just soothe your mind with the fact that Waspinator was a gigantic wasp. Rat Trap was a giant rat.
That's true. Yeah, it's like Rhinox, Primal, Dinobot, yeah, all like Scorponok and Black Arachnia, they were all giant. Inferno, definitely giant. Inferno,
Yes.
you'd shit your pants if you saw an ant that big.
Probably.
Rampage.
Well, Rampage was the stuff that children's nightmares were made from.
You know, Mariana Chacon says in the movie they look very techno-organic. I will not be shocked if they say that's what they are, since that was the big thing in Beast Machines. So the funny thing about Rampage is there are crabs. Have you ever seen those giant Japanese crabs?
No, you should look up. I think they're called coconut crabs.
I've seen coconut crabs.
Don't go into this movie expecting anything.
Well, that's anything.
Cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they probably aren't going to mention Jack. We're from your distant future. And then that's it.
Here, let me pull this up. It ain't quite Rampage size, but yeah, the Japanese spider crab.
Please tell me that thing's edible, because oh my god, those legs would be tasty.
I mean, in Japan they'll eat anything, so it probably is.
You might be allergic to that kind of crab.
Better than those crabs you can get in Vegas.
The comb kind or the buffet kind?
Next. Move on to the next figure.
He didn't want to answer that question, folks.
Hmm.
All right, next up, we're not going to spend too much time on these, but hey, Authentics, and this one's interesting. We saw this a while back, the Authentics Optimus Primal, because hey, if you are a kid and you have $5, get you an Optimus Primal. These actually, the reason I'm highlighting these is these kind of look close to Core Class. It's kind of hard to tell. So
They're not horrible for what they are.
yeah. And if this is actually close to Core Class, it would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm going to buy that.
I like that he actually comes with weapons.
And, well, I think the elbows are going to suck. Sometimes they'll have all the best articulation and then they'll have one thing.
They're just missing.
Yeah, so it looks like the elbows don't really do anything.
Well,
Like,
looks
it
like
might be-
all it does is stand up and flip the head.
Yeah. Well, it looks
Yeah,
like
it looks
45
elbows
degrees.
might be on ball joints that don't actually bend.
Yeah. It looks like 45 degrees at best.
Or there may not be any articulation at all.
No, they're there because you can see they're definitely on ball joints, but all they needed to do was cut away some of this material so he could have like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But it looks like he even has ankle.
Well, for what they're going for, that would be perfect for a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy transformation. Character that will soon be recognizable again.
That's just prime.
Hmm.
And then also there's one more, and the only person that's going to buy this is our good friend Deluxe Baldwin. This is the Starscream. All we get is an in package in this back shot with the render. This looks like a scaled down version of that one they did that was retooled from Jetfire. You remember that in the Combiner Wars days?
It probably doesn't have knees.
Yeah. It's probably completely hollow. I mean, you can see here that actually, no, it's not hollow in the back. But, yeah. Worth mentioning. Now let's get into our third-party stuff, because we got a few items that are really worth mentioning. I wish Matt was here, because we're actually talking Legends. And we're going to start off with, and this one's interesting.
Matt, show up.
New Age Gabriel.
Oh my, yeah, dude. Do you see that stop motion?
I think it's linked right here. I mean, if we
can't show it but it's probably one of the best I have ever seen.
Great, we can.
Here, let me go back to.
Can you change the speed?
That's a good idea. We'll do playback speed. We'll do.
I will say right now, everyone
slow
needs
down.
anyone who's an old fan like us needs to see this, because they put the entire audio of the original '84 commercial on this. This it gave me all the feels.
It was like the infomercial left almost.
And then they did the bumper. I mean, yeah. This was the "It's we now return to the Transformers."
I think it's funny how they have the they have the Autobot logo applied to them. I mean,
oh crap!
I mean that he won't come like that, but I just in this like stop motion clip here.
And then of course they're gonna have to do an Omega Sentinel.
Yeah.
All right, stop watching this. I don't want to buy that.
Well, he's a foot tall, so he's a big boy for a Legends.
I mean, that'll scale with my freaking feet. Monster Art Godzilla. But how could they fit the entire base in that rocket ship?
Brian Swanson says Magnotion does pretty. Yeah, Magnotion's been great with the stop motion stuff.
I did not pay for the beat.
Like
Why
says,
didn't I pay for the beat?
toy version, clear version. Deluxe. He's gonna get that clear version.
I mean, seriously, you'd watch the rocket launch from the base, and they'd go to the moon, and then he would turn into Omega. It's like, where the fuck did the base come from? I love the missiles, by the way.
The only thing I think he's missing is like the little ramp coming out of the rocket.
His body went into his personal storage pocket.
But then the base would be waiting back for them when they came back to Earth. I mean, it broke my brain.
His
Broke my little
storage
6-year-old
pocket
brain.
was on the planet too. I used to just laugh. I'm like, that's phony.
Purchase imminent. As long as it's not like $200.
Yeah, I'm really curious to if Matt comes in. We gotta pick his brain on this because so Matt is toying, no pun intended, toying with the idea of going Legends only with like select.
Y'all think they didn't explain stuff on purpose because they thought it was funny?
I think that they just a lot of times they were just expecting people to suspend their disbelief. Like they're probably in the writer's room going like, who cares? It's a kid. Like, did you ever like? I think Sony and I are probably the two resident Simpsons fans. But there was an episode, a famous episode of Simpsons, where they introduced a new character to Itchy and Scratchy, Poochie.
I remember that.
So you know the part when like they're at the comic book guy's shop, and the voice actress that does Itchy and Scratchy is like getting berated with questions by nerds, and like the kid Data's like, when you're playing Itchy's rib cage like a xylophone, you hit this and it should have been a G, and Homer just goes, who the hell cares? It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time Soundwave and Megatron transformed into a gun and a cassette player, I think it made sense to me. I was like, he's a cassette player, so he has to shrink.
Yeah.
But
And
then
Megatron,
later
pick your
on,
damn size. Who's holding you? A person or a person or a?
yeah.
Well,
When I got a little bit older, I wanted to know how does that work, and can he shrink while he's a full robot?
It's just funny how like after the 90s, the whole idea of like things just shrinking on their own kind of went away. But like in the 80s, it was commonplace like to have like shrinking rays and shrinking technology, and you'd be like, oh well, these are millions of year old robots that are highly advanced and can change. So why is it that far fetched to believe that they can't just? Because he would glow when he did it.
Yeah,
like,
those episodes where Optimus Prime's trailer materialized and whatnot, I was like, I totally deleted that out of my memory.
Larkin says, this is the 80s, dudes. Yeah, the adults are like, who's going to say anything?
Also, the cocaine was really good back then.
Hence the...
Anyway, next.
Now I'm thinking of that Key and Peele Family Matters sketch.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, it's like one of the best Key and Peele sketches where
Steve.
Reginald Bell Johnson's complaining to the head of ABC about how Family Matters turned into a sci-fi show overnight. All right, we got another Legends, and again for our boy Matt. I don't think we're gonna have much commentary on this one, but they do look good. And I think we were talking on our own, like, man, wouldn't it be nice if these guys made MP scale, because it's probably the best looking Gears and Wind Charger I think I've seen anybody put out.
Agreed. I gotta get the Wind Charger.
Wind Charger, especially for that Gears though. Wow.
Oh, this is a 2-pack, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-pack. Because I think they know. Like, I don't think a lot of people like Gears, to be honest.
So then, do you think they'll do another 2-pack of Tailgate and Swerve?
Yeah, I think so. Because if you think about it, Make Toys did. They did the IDW ones.
Oh, I have that. I absolutely love that set.
And I think Tailgate has a little bit more of a following, especially since IDW and
worst end story ever though.
Yeah,
they phoned that one in.
Well, I mean, he got a rough deal in Transformers Prime.
Was Tailgate in Prime?
As kind of a silhouette, but yeah, Tailgate was in Prime. He was like...
He died off camera.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't think it was even on camera. I mean, honestly, I loved Prime. I didn't remember him in that.
2 of RC's Minibot friends got killed.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
For
like Shockwave took her out.
Yeah.
He was killed before Cliff Jumper, apparently, years ago.
Yeah.
Sheesh. RC's just bad luck.
Yes, so she felt bad about Tailgate dying.
That was like her apprehension about like partnering up with Jack, is that she thought if they partnered up, he would die.
I see the logic in that. Where the hell's my other seat?
Tailgate was her what was that colony that Rampage destroyed?
Oh, gotcha. Cool. But yeah, no, these are interesting.
I want them.
Okay, there we go.
Vehicle modes look pretty good for what they are. I mean, they're legend scale, so you're not getting...
Hope they tighten up Wind Charger's wheels.
Wind Charger was my first Autobot, so I have like a lot of him.
That's how T-Man and I really became friends. He found Chug Windcharger at a Five Below for me.
Oh, look at that pose. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I don't think he can look up though.
Probably not.
The Bad Cube one couldn't look up either. I don't think he ever looked up on the cartoon. He went like this.
Now, if they somehow figured a way to give him reverse ab crunch, then
That right there, that last Windcharger pose, yeah, that's money.
yeah,
I mean, they're kind of faking it, but it works.
whoever's doing the photography is doing an awesome job. And then also the other thing too, whoever did the color for these guys, like the X-Transbots Windcharger, I mean, I don't think he looks too out of place on my shelf, like not like the X-Transbots Cliff Jumper does, but the colors on these guys, like the Bad Cube Grump, I still think he looks fine. But yeah, these look really, really good.
If anyone needs an X-Transbots Cliff Jumper, I'm selling one. And Bad Cube Huffer.
I am also selling in X-Transbots Hoist and Outback. Or no, the Bad Cube Outback.
And if anyone wants to get into Archcore, I might be able to give you a complete collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be on my way out with that. I only got the one.
Make sure jazz.
Anyway, enough shilling. Next.
Yep. So we have a masterpiece bot, and this one kind of came out of nowhere. I think a lot of people think that this is shoot, what's the name of the company that just did that? They did the Seekers, and then they did Blaster.
Deformation?
Yeah, this looks like Deformation Space under a different name. This is Star Toys, and
Star Toys.
Yeah,
Jet mode looks solid.
I don't know that he even does. He have a name?
That's TO1.
Yes, TO1. Yeah, but what's impressive about this is neither the jet or the tank appear to have a ton of bot kibble.
Which, listen, the G1 toy was the same way.
Yeah.
Which that's why why this last version of him like annoys the fuck out of me. Like this is a simplistic design, and this looks really good. I mean, yeah, you can see the tank tread slightly in the back, but in the jet mode, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
His arms are a little long, but
yeah, arms are a little long, though. I'm sure you could probably once you have the elbows bent a little bit.
I mean, he's kind of got like the gorilla arm syndrome. It's like the cause because his forearm is long.
The thing I like about this is they're keeping it light on accessories. They're not giving you a football. They're not giving you the dumb Transformer. He is not nanny faces. Like it works for the animated version of Blitzwing, but it does not need to be on a G1 inspired one. I like the fact that he's very tuned. And he's got a spot where you can put your Decepticon insignia.
He looks like the man in a suit, just like the cartoon.
Those fingers, that's an interesting finger design too.
These look like the real Masterpiece fingers. Like, and Fans Toys is kind of starting to do those. But they look like the tuned Masterpiece fingers.
It all just boils down to to the build quality.
Plastic quality, and then how well is this guy going to balance? So he's got
and joint tolerance.
Right.
Because he's buy a figure and just have them collapse at the knees.
Yeah, these fins look like they're just riveted on. So again, do they twist? Are those going to lock in? And then are they going to prevent him from falling forward? Because those feet are not substantial. And if he doesn't have die cast in the legs, now this looks a little glossy. It could be die cast.
If it's built like that Blaster, that would be good.
Head sculpt's pretty much on the money. I like that you can have him. Oh, we'll go back one. I like that you can have him looking up.
That's Listen, I liked animated Blitzwing. I loved the 3-face gimmick. I thought it was I think, in general, it wouldn't be a bad direction for the character to go in non G1 designed Blitzwings, of him being a little bit of a psycho. But yeah, this looked near perfect for me. So I mean, I hate to say it, it's a new company. I'll let some reviewer make the take one for the team. So T-Man, I look forward to your review.
Well, here's my thing on it. And hey, when it comes to new third-party companies, I tend to kind of yield a bit. I have not bought a new I can't say I haven't. I bought the Monocrat Mega Tank when that came out just because something about the way that thing looked. And I guess that you had a lot of people like Ben's Collectibles who got it early and really put that thing through its paces. And the price was right. Like the Monocrat Mega Tank, when that came out, I think Show Z had it for like near $100. So this guy's coming in around 150. But if this is Deformation Space under a new name, and here's the thing too, is Fans Toys has been teasing theirs for years, and I think Fans Toys does this thing, and I think it's bullshit, where a company will come out with something, and that's when they're like, wait a minute. I think this might be a figure that gets sabotaged by Fans Toys, because you look at the Deformation Space Blaster, Fans Toys does not have any sort of release date other than the release window that it's coming soon. And when they showed off their blaster, that tanked the Deformation Space one to where it got, like, what was that thing, like $80 less?
Yeah.
And everything I've heard about that Deformation Space one is, it is a good figure. It's a good blaster. It's well made. It's far better than the X-Transbots one, but the X-Transbots one is ancient by standards.
Yep.
Jay saying X-Transbots is putting out trash figures. People still buy. I think they're very hit or miss, But yeah, I think with X-Transbots, they for a very long time were a placeholder company. They were, hey, you buy X-Transbots if you want that character on the shelf.
Yeah. Cool. Next.
All right, now we're gonna hop out of our third-party stuff. We're gonna get into what our title is. If you read our title, Teenage Mezco Ninja Turtles, and this was a reveal that kind of caught a lot of people by surprise. This is not only Mezco's interpretation of the Turtles; it is a 4-pack coming in at $400. These are going to be 6.5 inches tall, so a little bit shorter than NECA, and they're up for pre-order now. Let's see here. Do we have a release? I mean, it's Mezco, so release date in question. But yeah, I think these are neat. They're like a blend of the Eastman and Laird, the Mirage comics, the movie, the Jim Henson movie texturing, and they have kind of some flair of the cartoons.
Looking at some of those heads, they definitely look like the Gomez. They can fit in the Rumble Society. That's what.
If these came in black and white, or they came with all red bandanas,
that's gonna be next. Buy these.
That'll probably be next.
I was kind of surprised they didn't come, but when you see something like that, they're kind of pulling a little bit of the Playmates. They're kind of hitting all the bases at once.
I think that's smart in a sense because, between NECA, Best Action, soon to have McFarlane. Granted, who knows what
McFarlane was based off the Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah, but the thing about the Ninja Turtles license is it seems like they really don't care what you do with it.
Oh yeah, Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Everybody has turtles.
I mean,
Minimates.
I love that shot right there. and it's that Donnie looks good there. My thing is this: Mezcos are not necessarily known for their crazy articulation for ninjas.
But NECA is not known for crazy articulation either.
No, I will say this though: my NECAs are definitely display pieces. I got all of my movie turtles set up, and they look great together. These are not the cleanest joints on them. I mean, look, you can see the joints on them right now. It's like 50-50.
Yeah.
I love my Nickelodeon Revoltech ones, even though I still need a Leonardo, which has some of the similar effects. And of course, they're not going for about the same price. I mean, these are going for average about $100 a turtle.
Yeah.
They are doing a great job with their accessory count because Mezco is known for soft goods. Turtles aren't really much with soft goods, but
I wonder though, are these bendy wires and the bandanas?
I don't know, but I like these. I love the wired cloaks. I like how almost everybody gets a cloak.
Everybody gets a stand too.
Well, yeah, it's Mezco, so I mean, you're definitely getting your money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
god!
look like they all have good wrist articulation.
I will say this though: if they do a shredder, I might have to get the shredder. A Mezco shredder with a wired cape and all that stuff. Oh damn, that's gonna be a must buy. I like the kunai. You got. I'm getting the Fury, not Turtles, right now. I've got Spring coming in. He should be coming in towards the end of the month. And
the one thing,
go ahead.
I was gonna say the one thing that I'm seeing here is I like. So I want to go back to the accessories with the faces. A lot of times when companies do turtles, NECA included, I tend to not like the alternate faces. Like there's like one face, I'm like, okay, that's the one. With all of these, and I like how varied they are. I'm digging it. The only thing I wish they had was I wish that the bandanas were interchangeable. Like that was one of the smartest things NECA did with their reissues of their turtles, the Toon Turtles, was they're like, hey, they're like 3-piece heads. And you can move the bandana so you can get whatever eyes you want, whatever facial expression you want in between what you get.
It looks like the bandana is a separate piece.
Well, the back of the bandana is a separate piece. But if they did the heads in 3 pieces, like if you get what I'm saying, like where the mouth was one piece, the top of the head, and then you could take that and
that.
Yeah.
That was actually. Do I have one here? That was probably the best part of the Revoltech Turtles, if you ever saw those.
I did not.
You could actually take the bandana and slide it, and they go from having normal eyes to the ninja eyes. I thought that was the coolest gimmick.
The middle faces, they're representative of the original toys, right?
Like the Mirage.
Yeah.
Like they have the mouth. I think their mouths are open in the same way the original toys were.
Good eye. I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying.
That was how I learned to draw the turtles. McLattery says the going back to deformation space, it was actually the Chinese government going on after them. That's interesting. They do crack down on IP infringement, and if they're low hanging fruit. Yeah, I really like these. I just I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a Mezco guy, and it's funny for me to go. It's like, it's,
Yeah, I think they all look good. Those poses look like they probably will have good articulation. I don't know what the front shell is made out of, but it looks like it gets out of the way for the leg posability. I just have a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my NECAs, I got my Revels, I've got my Power Ranger ones, and like I said, I got the spring one. Like I think I'm good on turtles.
You're the SH Figure Arts?
No. I wasn't a fan of those, and once I found out they weren't doing Shredder or Foot Troopers, I was like, I'm out.
No, they are my base turtles. I don't care. Any other characters that I buy are for them.
I really like the Figuarts one.
I still say the Reveltech one. This is one of the best turtle figures ever made, and goddamn it,
Those, I want those.
Now, I tell you what, I wish if Mezco did a Last Ronin, I would be all about that.
Ooh, my NECA Last Ronin, that should be coming in. They've got theirs, they just haven't shipped it.
Oh, I can't remember if I had him in my haul before, but I did get him.
When I saw him at Target, I was like, of course. But as soon as I saw him at Target, he arrived at my pile of loot.
Those Revoltech turtles, Kevin had like a whole set just in the box on the shelf. They almost went missing when I went to the house.
One thing too, the push dagger and the Kitso Shoge, those when I was a kid, and those always came on like the sprues. I just had stacks of them. I was like, what is this? What is this supposed to be?
A lot of those were yeah, you're right. So this is a very nice breakdown of Playmates movie. Yeah. This is a very good hybrid. So I would say this: if you do not, and then after I say this, I think we'll move on to the next. But if you do not own a high-end turtle set, this will satisfy every one of your wants and needs.
It's a one-stop shop for having exactly a turtles collection.
So it comes with everything you possibly need.
So we got more turtles news, and this one's funny because I saw this today, and I literally said, "Son of a bitch," because I've been saying this is what this company needs to do for over a year now. How effective it is, I don't know, but Playmates, they are finally at least trying. I don't think that these look very good, mind you, but they are doing an elite series where they're doing like their own like Marvel Legends. God, this Shredder looks terrible, but they're at least trying to do a collector's targeted Turtles line.
First Playmates Shredder was terrible.
So the Triceraton here, I mean, he was in what? He was in one of the other packs that they did recently.
What? Their proportion seems wonky.
Oh my god, yeah.
Their arms are huge.
That Leonardo was the same Leonardo they've been selling for years, except for the That is the same Secret of the Ooze turtles that they have been selling the last couple of years.
Yeah, so these are the first four on the wave. Now, again, this first wave looks, in my opinion, very bad. But if they were to like take this concept and refine it, because it's like doesn't like this is only being made for them to keep the trademark. Yeah.
This is this is utter garbage. Those shoulder pads are horrible. The Hasbro one blows this one out of the water.
Well, the Hasbro one is like, that's one of the, God, that should have been on my top 5, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying, so no. Let's just close this chapter. There are better turtle figures out there. Yeah. Just pass on these.
Yeah, Kevin said they already exist in 2-pack form.
Yeah, this is all they're doing is this is nothing.
Releasing it separate with trench coats.
Yeah, now, there's nothing.
It's literally like Malibu Stacy new hat.
Yeah. So, may I present to you the new tag?
I just think, again, like Playmates has been around for a long time, a very long time. I don't want these. Hint. I don't care about getting these, but I would at least like to see them have a comeback and do like what Mattel's doing with the Masterverse. Or somebody buy Playmates, and like whoever's doing the Masterverse, if they were to buy out Playmates, I think we would get some awesome stuff. All right, next up, we got some new Lightning Collection stuff. So, Dave, I think you might be happy about these.
Nah, that's a cash grab. That one maybe.
But this is cool. This one I'm definitely going to pick up because I have 3 Tenga warriors. I like these repaints quite a bit. If the price
Just give me the damn yellow beast morphers ranger.
and Ivanus, and movie rangers. But yeah, I think the only one I'm in is that Tenga Warrior 2-pack.
Wait, what's that first guy at the time?
So-
Oh, that's just a Phantom Ranger, but it's like
Yeah.
his invisible mode. It's just
Oh.
a cash grab repaint.
I will say I do like the airbrushing on the Phantom Ranger. I have one. I bought him in honor of our good friend Nightwing him, and because that was a figure that he was really looking forward to.
It's a good figure.
It's
Now that 2-pack, is it going to be discounted?
Probably not.
it's Hasbro, so no.
I don't know.
Amazon
I'm
exclusive for
shocked at that.
$75.
The first release, the single release, I was shocked was $20. That was a deluxe to me.
I'm sure this 2-pack's going to be $50, but the thing about the Lightning Collection and the thing I'm noticing with this windowless packaging is Target's like clearancing out stuff like a month after they get it. Like Snizzard went down to $17. Now I didn't find one because that was about when it was
I've
clearance.
never seen that on the shelf ever.
It's funny. When are you reviewing that one? Because I'm curious your thoughts on it.
Once I get this one, ask me after I finish the Garrison editing.
All right, fair enough. I'm curious. What's going to happen with these, because it seems like Lightning Collection gets clearanced out by Target real quick.
I almost got that motor. That was it the Power Ranger Space, the motorbike one.
Yeah.
Just because the bike looked cool with the Gatling guns.
I'm hoping the what's his name from SPD? He's coming out as a deluxe.
He already came out, I thought. The one.
No. The what?
It's not Quantum Ranger, but the one with the monocycle.
I don't think he comes with a vehicle.
Oh.
The robot-looking dude.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Power Rangers SVU.
Actually, SPD. When it comes to Power Rangers, SPD is one of the better ones because they had Deca Ranger in Japan. Then they made SPD, but SPD was considered so good that they redubbed it in Japan and marketed it as a whole new show. It was interesting.
Oh, I got him.
So they gave him Japanese voices.
Yeah.
Blue Centurion.
I'm really pissed. Yeah. Okay. Well, next, let's keep on going through.
Blue Centurion should not be a deluxe, but I'm hoping that he gets clearanced out. All right. Next up, we have a figure that's a BBTS exclusive, and this is kind of in the same vein as the. You know, pull up some of the other figures we looked at, like the Kung Fu gorilla. This is what company is this? This is Memory Toys, the ancient
Memory
polar
Toys.
bear.
They have they have a brown bear that's coming out.
I like the Wolverine slashes on his chest.
I just don't get why he's $95. I mean, the gorilla was $65, which is one of the reasons why I bought him.
Because he's exclusive. Yeah. He's tall.
I mean,
no. Even the regular bear was $95.
Yeah, I was gonna say he comes with an extra head. He comes with 2 pairs of claws, 2 pairs of hands. But yeah, no soft goods. I mean, basically, it looks like for the most part, a kind of basic figure.
Yes, I guess it looks like a Hasbro, but $100 with extra payment.
It's 9 inches and change tall, so it's not the biggest, but it still looks pretty cool.
It's bigger than any Build-A-Figure, I guess.
Yeah.
If he goes down and if I see him on another website, like even the brown bear version of him, if I saw the brown bear version on on an Asian site for less, I might pick it up. I can say the Memory Toys does make a solid figure. I really do like the Savage Rock Mr. G.
$60, I would want it, but it ain't. For $60, I would want it.
Get the karate gorilla. He's like 65.
I didn't like him too much.
Okay.
Nick.
All right, next we got our only piece of GI Joe news, but this is not a figure. This is more of a prop. This is Trick or Treat Studios Cobra Commander helmet.
Next.
We're not going to spend too much time with this, but this is a good looking helmet. It's actually chromed, which the was it Modern Icons was not.
I can't do his voice right now.
No, I know you can't.
Modern Icons is chromed.
Was it chromed? I thought it was metallic.
Oh, it's metallic. Never mind. Yeah, it's metallic.
Yeah, so if you were looking to get a chromed Cobra Commander helmet for your GI Joe display, this could be it. BBTS is unfortunately BBTS is on this for $100. I don't think it's worth that, especially unlike Modern Icons, no stand. Also, Modern Icons goes out of their way to detail the insides of the helmet, so I don't know if Trick or Treat does that or if this is just like molded plastic with Velcro holding this on. So look for reviews, but worth highlighting because if this goes down in price or it's good quality, could make for a good display piece. Another one we're not going to spend too much time on. I wasn't aware.
25 comes out. It's a great full face mask.
Oh yeah, hopefully not. Trick or Treat I cannot talk here. Trick or Treat Studios is also making Killer Clowns figures. Now these don't look to be the most articulated things, but it's interesting that a Halloween prop company is getting into the action figure game. These look more or less kind of like mildly.
NECA was making figures for these too.
I don't recall seeing that. If NECA is, I'm sure they'll blow them out of the water and they'll have soft goods, but at the very least, the sculpt work here does look pretty good. There's also a Killer Clowns game coming out. It's like an asymmetrical multiplayer game. So,
movie has the
like
best
World of
theme song.
Nintendo.
what was that thing?
So they look like World of Nintendo articulation with better paint.
They probably are, but better sculpt, better paint.
If you have never seen this movie, like I said, the theme song to it is one of the best theme songs for a movie ever made.
I do not remember it.
It's made by a band called the Dickies, and they just talk about killer clowns from outer space. It's a great.
Oh yeah.
So, lastly on our news, I think I'll open this up in a new tab. This is stuff we've mostly seen. Hey, NECA's doing a Krampus. Here's their Ultimate Collection stuff. This is a retread. But I highlight this because they have a checklist. I love this because it looks kind of like what you used to get back in the day. The little catalogs on your action figures. Most of these we've seen. Cold Stone, they kind of showed.
Cold Stone made the cover of a toy magazine.
Yeah. But the
ice cream people.
Not the ice cream people. There's a couple interesting ones in here. You get the video game versions of Goliath, which again, I said earlier, I'm not a fan of the way that NECA does the pixel prints. We saw the Steel Clan and we saw Armored Xanatos, but regular old Xanatos, I don't think that's been shown off before.
No, that one was new, and the video game one was new. But it's nice seeing box art for Brooklyn.
Yes.
And
in Broadway too. I don't think we saw the box art for him either.
And Womack, just so you know, I'm a fan of music from all bands. So yeah, there are some 80s punk bands had crazy names. And yes, I like them all. I like all music. So if you want to call me up about my music taste, you'd be surprised of some band names.
Oh man, Mariana, you're missing out. The Gargoyles line was probably one of the best lines to come out last year. It was really, I mean,
They are.
I think that the NECA Gargoyles are far better than the NECA Ninja Turtles. But Ninja Turtles is a franchise that's closer to my heart now.
The biggest thing for me with the Gargoyles is the fact that Disney let them actually licensed it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, who else would do the line justice?
They made it the same line. They made it the same love they made with the Lightning Collection.
I mean,
you're asking.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hasbro would do okay with them. I think the problem is if Hasbro were to do them, they would not have. I don't think the paint would be there to make them look like they hopped off the screen.
Then if anyone else, I would either say Beast Kingdom or Super 7.
Super 7, definitely.
I'm probably going to pass on the plainclothes Xanatos, though.
I'm going to get him just to stand in front of the armored one. I mean,
unless the armored one doesn't have a plainclothes head, which in that case that would be a real dick move.
No, you know he's going to have an unmasked head.
Yeah,
I'm going to pass on all of them unless I find them.
Now,
Jedi, this is why you and I get along.
Yeah, Macbeth would be awesome, and also Owen and Puck. And then, like Owen, he's going to have the alternate hand.
Or even if, I mean, there's, okay, Gargoyles just has a lot of good lore. It's probably one of the best independently world-building TV shows. I've got a lot of emotional connection to the show. I enjoyed it very much. Not just with the voice actors, but then they also brought in...
Because it was most of TNG, too.
Hmm?
It was most of the TNG cast.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Mina Cirrus was in it. I think Patrick Stewart was like the only one who wasn't.
Yeah, but
Brett
Michael
Spiner,
Dorn. Yeah, Brett Spiner was definitely in it. Now, the thing with Demona is they can do 2 more because they can have the human Demona in the the gargoyle attire, and actually technically they can do 3 more because because not Stone. I don't think she toned Stone at all. Because I don't think they ever fixed her curse. But they'll do a Stone version, a Stone set. I will not go there.
I'm just looking at here who was on it, who was on that stuff. Tim Curry was on that.
What didn't he do in the 90s though?
True.
He was the man when it came to voice acting. He would just show up, he would kick ass, and
Michael Dorn was in it.
Yep.
Frank Welker was Bronx.
Yep. Yeah, Frank Welker for a long time, he was like Disney's like creature guy.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's got all the monsters. But yeah, next.
Well, that's it for our news. I know we wanted to talk about and since it's just the 3 of us, I think it'll be fun. And chat, sound off. What are your collecting resolutions for 2023? I want to know, and just let us know. Are you gonna make any changes? Are you going to scale down, or is there anything you're looking to start collecting? What is it? Sound off in the chat, and we'll be highlighting those comments. So, Dave, this was your discussion idea. I'm gonna let you kick it off. What is your collecting resolution for 2023?
I think just with how things are going and how the market is, I think I'm definitely going to be paring down to quality over quantity. I think the gotta catch 'em all phase is finally done with. Well, yes and no. I think Classified is going to get too much of my money. I actually think I'm paring down on Transformers. I'm not doing anything Masterpiece anymore. Marvel Legends, I'm going to be very cherry picking on. But it's now going to be more of if I see something really, really good that catches my attention. Like I mentioned before, the Memory Toys Mr. G. I've got the Fury Planet werewolf and tiger thing on there. So I think I might be getting some more back into the higher end imports per se. But as far as, well, again, with the exception of classified, I don't think I'm going to be blanket purchasing a lot of the domestics anymore. Definitely much more cherry picking. And if I can find some ways of paring down collection, this might finally be the year I do that. So like things like this back here of the high end stuff, like some of my Storm, I'm definitely keeping that direction. But my domestic stuff, I think, is absolutely going to be cut down a lot. That's for my resolution for my collection. And like I mentioned before, definitely going to try to build up content for my YouTube channel. And again, since I'm going to be trying to go for more quality stuff, I'm going to be trying to go for higher quality on production, concentrate a little more on my diorama backgrounds, and seeing what I can do just to upscale the whole thing.
We got Mariano in here saying he wants to call his collection, properly display, and customize more. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jedi, the Liker Mice. I bet Neck will get that at some point. And Effortless Random says, not buy everything, just get what I want. Afford, catch deals at retail as much as possible. T, do you have any for 2023?
I do not have any resolution. I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've been doing. If anything, review some of these toys that I have not reviewed. That would be awesome if I could do that, but I don't know. I'm just going to continue what I've been doing. I've already cut certain things out because I've added new things like the Fortnite figures. So I've cut down on Marvel Legends tremendously.
Yeah.
I was shocked I did complete like 2 or 3 waves, but one of those, G Tony sent me like the whole wave, so I can't even say I completed that. I've cut. I think I probably bought like 3 or 4 McFarlane last year.
Yeah, so I could say the same thing. I've definitely cut. I mean, McFarlane when it first came out, I was going all over the dark metal stuff, but yeah, But again, McFarlane's another of those collections you can, as one of those lines that you can absolutely cherry pick.
Yes, since they're all over the friggin' place, and most of them are Batman.
Kev says he's going to try and redo his Excel spreadsheet, organize his collection, and properly display it. He goes, but I know me, so we'll see how that goes.
Just let us know when the fire sale starts.
Yes.
2
more houses so I can display it.
Slowing down on impulse collecting. Larkin says, I'll probably cut back on impulse MP buys and stick mostly to Legends for third party.
Add no duplicates to that list.
Yeah, well,
Marvel Legends really have to wow me as far as Storm Games goes. Marvel Legends really have to wow me as characters like X-Men. Jedi Mindset, just buy what makes me happy and not care about completing a set or not. Right now, I'd like to focus on shelving my display. I've been working on my basement this week. I've had some downtime. Like I had half of my MP display up for like the past 3-4 months. And then I got caught up with life, and I've spent the past week just finally getting stuff up on display. So for me, my resolution is to reevaluate what I still want in my collection. It's like I love MMC, but like I don't need everybody from like the IDW comics. I'm like, can I shrink this down to one shelf? The figures that I still really like. So for me, I think I'm going to spend a lot of time just kind of reevaluating what I want to keep in my collection, and move some things out. The other big thing I want to do is, COVID and the pandemic hopefully are on their way out. I mean, they keep talking about new variants, but I would like to get meetups going again. I wanted to do that last year, but just things were touch and go here and there, and I had a lot going on with getting married, and that was a big production. Like our summer, like between redoing the pool and planning for a wedding and travel and getting everything all together, just couldn't get it off the ground. One of the things I like about doing meetups is everybody collects different things. And I feel like when you actually get a whole bunch of collectors together and you get to get hands-on with figures that you wouldn't normally buy, it scratches that itch. You're like, okay, hey, I got to check this out. I don't need it. And, also just the sense of community. It's like we've been doing the show and it's great having people remote, but there's something really special about having everybody together and getting to check out toys and having drinks and seeing people. I'd like to get that back up and running in 2023. And, if it's at a restaurant, if it's at my house, I have the barcade set up. That's another thing too, where it's like, I need to downside a little bit because it's like, hey, I've got the bar and the barcade and it's like, I really enjoy having that. So, space where figures could go. Like my Figuarts Street Fighter stuff, I think that's going to go, especially since I can't complete the set. I can't get my Street Fighter 2 World Warriors. That that gets me. So I might just scale. I might get rid of the whole thing, or I might just keep, Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Akuma and call it a day.
I was about to ask you, did you have Ken?
Yeah,
because I don't.
I like Ken. Ken is my main. So I would be torn. And honestly, I even think like Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, or just Ken and Ryu. Storm Mortal Kombat, I think they'll finish the main cast at least if they get through Mortal Kombat 3. The Mortal Kombat 3 cast, I'll be happy.
You have Sakura?
I do. She's a fantastic figure.
I heard that she's going for a lot of money.
Really?
There's incentive because I have her complete in box. I also have.
I actually have two.
There you go, dude.
Because I bought one and then one showed up at my door years ago.
Somebody went to my review and was trying to guilt trip me into selling it.
But yeah, I like the Archcore. Like I never got the other Archcore stuff, and I love that figure, but I don't love that figure.
I'm looking at my glass cabinet, and like I could fill that I could fill those spots with so much better stuff than that. I mean, they look good. It looks impressive. I'm not saying it's a bad line.
It's like Diacorn. You gotta be all in for it to.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's just, like I have some SOC stuff I'm probably gonna part ways with. I have a little bit of Marvel Figuarts. Like I have the Donut Tony Stark. I have the Gladiator Thor, Gladiator Hulk. Those are gonna be on their way out. Like I look at those and I'm like, those could be my fans' hobby Energon Prime. So, and it just, it pained me like for the past year, just having so much of my stuff in the garage, like not doing anything for me. Like I had, it's like, man, the worst part about moving is the re-setup. And, there's just so much stuff that we fixed in this house. And now it's like, I can finally get my stuff put up. It's just like, hey, time to reevaluate like what I want to do with this collection, maximizing it. Some of my video game stuff too, like,
Mm-hmm. But,
all right. Well, I'm gonna give the chat one more option. We had some. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anybody. Inu Tabi says might get the MP Trailbreaker. I think you should. I think you'll enjoy it. Let's see. Serengeti says, I really wanted the Ginyu Force team. They will, if it's Figuarts, again, patience saves pockets, and there is always a bigger and better set on the horizon. So I think definitely hold off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Grizzlehorn.
FOMO is not. Don't fall for FOMO.
Do not fall for FOMO. Because again, there will always be a bigger and better one. I always think back to like the Quake Wave saga with Fans Toys. That figure was going for $300-$400. One of my biggest regrets was buying one for $280 that came with no box.
No.
Yeah, you remember that one too. That was like 2014, 15.
I still have mine. And that's the only Fans Toys figure I have, and I still have the box.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting a brand new one from, I don't know if you guys remember Hung to Go. I got the clear version for like $50 from him. Brand new. I still have that one. Grizzlehorn, I sell on eBay, and occasionally I will sell to through Facebook. I don't tend to go through Marketplace anymore just because I don't like the hagglers. Like my prices tend to be my prices tend to be fair but firm, and nothing annoys me more than people like giving me a sob story. eBay, they'll give you sob stories. eBay takes a cut, but eBay, you got protection. Take pictures, document, use pirate ship for your shipping to maximize. But eBay tends to be the most effective way. And you can also open up to a global market as well, which, they may have to pay more for shipping, and hopefully they don't realize that the shipping's expensive. But yeah, that's
Marketplace. I've had 2 people back to back flake on me. One person, I told him, wait till Tuesday when I can get my hands on the figure. Oh, I grabbed one yesterday. I'm like, yeah, right. But then the next guy told me that he would send me PayPal goods and service and never pay me. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, as Newton says, Facebook Marketplace, trash buyers. I've had some good experiences, but I've had the bad experiences outweighed.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got 2 scams as well.
I just wish there's no hardcore local collector scene where I live, so I can't even. I couldn't even like you guys have the meetups. I don't even have anything like that here. So
you got to start.
Yeah, you got to start it.
Well, I'm just saying, like there is.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying is you got to start. If I never started it, I would not be friends with Matt.
True.
So, yeah, the other place I'll say to avoid is it used to be good, but TFW, there's their buy sell trade. Like T, I think you can back me up on this. I pack stuff like bulletproof.
Yeah.
And I had a guy once trying to extort me over fucking Robots in Disguise, the sequel series to Transformers Prime. I had a bunch of figures. I wasn't feeling them. And the guy was like, oh, there's paint imperfections and and you didn't pack it well enough. And I was like, what the ever-loving fuck? And he was like, I'm going to go after your reputation on this board. And I don't know. I think he like dropped the figures on concrete or something because
he bullied you into giving him a discount.
Yeah, I really just wanted the figures gone. And I sold him like the whole first wave for like $50, ended up giving him 15 back. And I was just like, this is horseshit.
That is utter horseshit.
Yeah.
Like, so, I know where you fucking live at.
Well, unfortunately, he did it that way.
No, totally. You knew where he lived at too.
Yeah. And also, if you do the self-serve kiosk at USPS, they won't get your return address. So, but at the time, I did it legit. Yeah, and I've heard good things. My wife loves Mercari. She basically has like a side hustle with Yeti coolers, and she swears by Mercari. Guy I know on Facebook, he has the YouTube channel Rich's World. He does Mercari a lot for his toy sales. But for me, I go with what I know. The thing I like about eBay is you can just copy somebody else's auction as a template. And that's what I tend to do. I tend to just wait for Friday, find a similar item. I go and always do eBay on your desktop, not on your phone, because you can go through and you can see what people sold items for recently. and base your pricing off of that sale. They'll do recommends, but my 2 cents. Larkin says that dude was fussing over. Yeah, he was fussing over $50, and I can't remember how many figures there were in that first wave, and maybe it was 5. It was like Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Drift, whatever that one with the wolf tail was, and I want to say there was another one. So it was like 5 $15 figures, and it was $50 shipped. $50 shipped. So the guy was
Is this Generations?
No, this was that remember the Transformers. Oh, it was Grimlock. Grimlock was the 5th one. Yeah, this was that
Robots in Disguise.
Robots in Disguise.
Oh god, the PRID. I hated that crap.
Yeah,
I hated that crap.
Yeah,
right.
So,
okay.
Well, that'll do it for tonight's show. Again, thanks everybody who hung out with us in the chat. I hope you guys are having a healthy and happy start of your 2023. We appreciate everybody who hung out, who commented throughout the course of the show. We couldn't do this guy without so thank you so much. Make sure really slam that like button. Make sure if you're not already subscribed, ring that notification bell. I am going to have a giveaway coming up that'll not be on a live show. It's going to be a video posted on the channel. Also make sure you check out our.
Can you embiggen me while you're doing this?
What's that, T?
Can you embiggen me while you're talking?
I can. So yeah, check out our Teespring store. We've got a couple new designs. I just need to finish up in Photoshop. They should be up hopefully by this weekend, and I'll have that giveaway video rocking and rolling after those are up. Because I do have a red reformatted Megatron and buzzworthy Silver Streak to give away still. So yeah, we'll catch you all on the next one. Same Figure Action channel, same Figure Action time, 9 o'clock Eastern next Thursday. Peace out. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.